In Dubai, if you can't pay your credit card bill, you don't file for bankruptcy. You go to prison. That's why the airport parking lot is full of Ferraris. This city runs on debt and luxury. Supercars line the streets like taxis. But behind the glitz, the UAE has some of the harshest financial laws on earth. Unlike most countries, the UAE historically treated unpaid debt as a criminal offense. Miss a loan payment or bounce a check, and you face arrest. Banks used imprisonment as a debt collection strategy. Lock someone up and their family scrambles to liquidate everything just to get them out. Then the 2008 financial crisis hit. Dubai's speculative real estate market collapsed. Towers sat empty. Entire skylines went unrented.
बहुत लोगों ने ना 2008 से पहले दुबई में इन्वेस्ट किया और इतनी महंगी प्रॉपर्टीज खरीदी जो कि उसकी करेक्ट वैल्यू थी ही नहीं। लेट्स से कोई प्रोडक्ट ही 1 मिलियन का है, आपने खरीदा ही उसको प्रीमियम 3 मिलियन में। जब रिसेशन आई वो प्रोडक्ट डाउन जाएगा ही जाएगा। एंड मतलब
So they ran. Thousands of desperate expats raced to the airport, abandoning everything they owned to escape before police could stop them at immigration. They left behind Ferraris, Porsches, and Lamborghinis abandoned in airport parking lots. Keys still in the ignition, dust slowly bearing them. A rare Ferrari Enzo worth over $3 million was found caked in dirt in a police impound lot, abandoned by a British expatriate who vanished. Someone wrote, "Wash me," on a dusty Bugatti Veyron. Others left apology notes on dashboards of cars they could no longer afford. One Reddit user who left Dubai in '09 wrote, "The sky was falling and there were abandoned supercars all over the airport parking lot. An estimated 2,000 to 3,000 cars are abandoned in Dubai every single year. Ferrari, Porsche, Lamborghini, BMW, Bugatti, left to rot in the sand. After 3 months unclaimed, police impound the cars and auction them off, often at a fraction of their value, destroyed by desert heat and sandstorms. The UAE has since reformed some laws. Bounce checks under 200,000 dirhams may now result in fines instead of mandatory prison time. But the danger remains. One man was trapped in the UAE for 3 years under a travel ban, denied work, and denied the medical care he desperately needed. But debt isn't Dubai's darkest secret. That glittering skyline was built by millions of migrant workers from South Asia and Africa. Under the Kafala sponsorship system, your employer owns your legal identity. You cannot switch jobs, quit, or leave the country without their explicit permission. The system creates total dependency. Workers who try to escape are reported as absconding and face criminal charges, detention, and deportation. Employers illegally confiscate passports upon arrival, calling it safekeeping. Without your passport, you are trapped. You cannot flee, and you cannot go home. A survey of Kenyan workers in the Gulf found that over 80% had their passports confiscated. Over 60% reported wages being withheld. Workers pay thousands in illegal recruitment fees before arriving. Then they discover wages are lower than promised, and there is simply no way out. They live in a place called Sonapur, Hindi for City of Gold. It is one of the world's largest labor camps, housing up to 200,000 workers. Up to 14 men share a single tiny room, sleeping on the floor when there aren't enough bunks. They cook on propane stoves in narrow, garbage-strewn hallways. The Dubai municipality calls these camps well-managed and legally approved. Real estate agents market them as spacious and well-maintained. The workers know better. Without this hidden army of laborers, confined to the fringes of the city and invisible to tourists, not a single tower in Dubai would exist. Then there's the sewage myth. You've probably heard the world's tallest building has no plumbing and relies on an army of poop trucks every single day. The truth is more nuanced. The Burj Khalifa was always connected to municipal sewage, but around 2009, dozens of other new buildings were not. Dubai's construction outpaced its infrastructure. Hundreds of trucks waited up to 24 hours to unload waste at a single overwhelmed treatment plant. By 2015, the city completed a new treatment plant at Jebel Ali, a 70-kilometer sewage canal, and a 140-kilometer deep tunnel stormwater network. Dubai is the most beautiful lie ever built. Every tower, every island, every gold-plated steak paid for by people who will never be allowed to enjoy any of it.